Good evening, Evelyn. Hello, Christy. Hi, Ian. Good evening, Epi. So, hello, Susan. Hello, Tina. Hello again. So, this class, Relax and Unwind, is more like a therapy class. So, it's a very slow class. It's another name for yoga therapy. Hi, Jasmine. Hello, you've been... hello, Ramji. Hi, Monisha. Good evening. So what I need for today is 2 blocks. I have kept one knee pad with me. If you don't have knee pad, you can keep the folded hand towel. I have kept one pillow with me and one bed sheet also with me. Someone started crying here. Oh, okay. Okay. Hello, Ravina. Hello, Raji. Good evening. Alright, let's start the class. So, I am going to sit in the cross-leg position, preferably on the block. It helps to keep the spine long. My hands on the knees, I roll my shoulder blades back, let the eyes stay closed. Just grabbing a few deep breaths, finding my center here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With few blinks, I open my eyes. Namaste, very warm welcome to all of you. So, I'm still sitting on the block and I'm simply gonna grab the strap with me. So, it is to work on my shoulders a little. I always prefer to relax and unwind myself by giving my nice stretch to my shoulders. So, taking the strap in my hands, I'm going to bend my left elbow and take my arms to the right and then take it back to the left and up. Just 5 more like this, to the right and back, left and up. Just 4 more, right and back, left and up. 3 more, right and back, left and up. 2 more, right and back, left and up. 1 last, right and back, left and up. So I'm going to change the direction. I'm going to take my arms to the left and back, to the right and up. Just 4 more of this, to the left and back, to the right and up. 3 more, left and back, to the right and up. 2 more, left, and back, to the right, and up, one last, left, and back, right, and up. And now I'm going to go for entire shoulder blade rotation. So taking my arms to the front, and then lift it up, and then trying to take my arms behind without bending the elbows, and then again lift it up and take it to the front. Just 5 more of this. Lift it up and take it back, and lift up and take it to the front. 4 more, up and back, up and front. 3 more, up and back, up and front. 2 more, up and back, up and front. 1 last, up and back, up and front. And this last time I'm going to take my arms up and take it back, and I stay, letting the arms stay parallel to the floor for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I release my arms. Release the strap. Now I'm still sitting in the cross leg position. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my right hand on the left knee, and I'm going to place my left hand on the right knee. So crisscross. Now I'll try to round the spine, which is easier for me because my palms are on the knees. So this is easier for me, rounding of the spine. Now keep holding your knees and try to straighten your spine. Now this becomes challenging because the moment you'll try to straighten your spine, it actually pulls your shoulders away from each other. So let's do it. Try to round the spine, and then try to lengthen the spine. So get yourself a nice pull. We're just going to do 4 more of this, rounding the spine, and then lengthen the spine. Just 3 more, round the spine, and lengthen the spine. 2 more, round the spine, and then lengthen the spine. Just 1 last. Round the spine and lengthen the spine. And release. So, I remember that I have put my right hand on the left knee first, and then left hand on the right knee. So, I'm going to switch. If you had done the other side, so you're going to switch to the other side. So this time I'm going to place my left hand on the right knee, and then taking the right arm over and right hand on the left knee. So you have to alternate the arms again. So rounding the spine, which is much easier, and then trying to lengthen the spine. So if you're not sure, I'm going to show it to you sideways. Rounding the spine, and then lengthen the spine. We're just going to do 4 more of this. Rounding the spine, and then lengthen the spine. 2. Rounding the spine. And lengthen the spine. One last. Rounding the spine. And lengthen the spine. And then I release my knees. I'm still sitting in the cross leg position, Sukhasana position. Now I'm going to try placing my left palm on the mat. Left palm on the mat. Now placing my right hand on the right ear. Right palm on the right ear. Left palm is on the mat. Now inhale, I lift my right elbow up. So I'm going to go for the thoracic spine rotation. So right elbow reaches up, and with the exhale, I'm going to try keeping my sit bones on the mat. I'm going to try touching my right elbow to the left knee. So getting myself a nice squeeze and nice twist to my lower back. Inhale to lift the right elbow up. So remember, no need to place the left elbow down. Just keep maintaining your left palm on the mat. It is good enough. Reach your right elbow up. With the exhale, try bringing the right elbow to the left knee. We're just going to do 8 more of this. Yes. Right elbow reaches up. And then touch right elbow to the left knee. 7 more. Inhale to up. Exhale to touch. So the more you do it slowly, more effective it is for your spine. Let's do it. Right elbow reaches up. And right elbow to the left knee. Just 5 more times. Right elbow up. And touch. Right elbow to the left knee. 4 more. Right elbow reaches up. And touch right elbow to the left knee. 2 more. Right elbow reaches up. And touch right elbow to the left knee. 1 last. Right elbow reaches up. And touch right elbow to the left knee, and we hold. Make sure both the sit bones are on the mat. We stay. Last 8, last 7, last 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and then I release the position. Bringing my right palm on the mat this time. Left palm on the left ear. Inhale to lift the left rib cage up. Left elbow pointing up. Exhale to keep the sit bones down. Just try bringing the left elbow closer to the right knee. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to touch left elbow or bring the left elbow closer to the right knee. Just 8 more times. Up. Exhale to touch. 7 more. Up. Exhale to touch. 6 more. Up. Exhale, touch. 5 more. Up. Exhale, touch. 4 last. Up. Exhale to touch. 3 more. Up. Exhale, touch. 2 more. Up. Exhale, touch. 1 last. Up. Exhale, and I hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we release. Releasing the position, and from here coming into the tabletop position. So from the tabletop position, I'm going to extend my right leg back. Extend the left arm front. If you find lifting the left arm is difficult, you put your left palm down. So inhale to stay. Exhale to touch left elbow to the right knee. Inhale to extend. Just we're going to do 4 more of this. Exhale to touch left elbow to the right knee. 3 more. Extend. Exhale to touch. If you are putting your palm down, this would look like this. Inhale to extend. Exhale to touch. 2 more. Extend. Exhale to touch. 1 last. Extend. Exhale to touch. And I bring my left palm down. I'm going to step my right foot front. Now I have knee pad with me, so I'm going to make use of it. If you do not have, put the hand towel. So I'm going to put the knee pad under my left knee. I'm going to keep 2 blocks to my side. So my palms are on the block. Keep sinking the hips down and just maintain. So right knee is bending, right knee is over the right ankle. Keep sinking the hips down and just maintain this stretch. You can choose to put your palms on the right knee or on the block, the way you like, and just stay. You maintain. Last 8, last 7, last 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2. Now, if you find this position challenging for your hip joints and if you feel what uncomfortableness, push your hips back slightly. Relax for a while. And then you extend your arms up. Bend your elbows and hold the opposite elbows like this. Now once I hold the opposite elbows, feel free to sink your hips down again and just maintain this position. Lift the heart up, or you can choose to stay in keeping the spine stable and maintain. We stay. Last 8, last 7, last 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and then I release my arms. I push my hips slightly back so that I relax my hip joints for a while. So I'm still in the same position. My left knee is still down. My right foot is still to the front. Now I have block with me, so, or if you do not have, put the book, use the book. So I put the block under my right sit bone, so under the right hip. I place my right palm on the block and then take my left arm over the ear. So right palm on the block, left arm reaches over the ear, and keep keep sinking your hips down. Right palm on the block, left arm reaches over. Make sure you do not fall forward. Try to keep your spine long and then lean to the right. We stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I release my palms. Bring the palms down and bring the right knee down as well. I am again into the tabletop position, from where I started. Now this time I'm going to lift my left leg up and extend the right arm to the front. You have the option to put your right palm down if you feel it is too much for you. And then we bend the left knee and touch the right elbow to the left knee. And again extend. We're just going to do 5 more of this. And touch right elbow to the left knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to touch. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. 1 last. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch. And I put my right palm down. I step my left foot front. Now again, reach out to my knee pad. Since I'm going to stay more onto my knee, so I prefer to use knee pad. Now, I'm going to reach out to my blocks. And my left knee is over the left ankle. I sink my hips down first. Finding some breaths here. And I just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Now I'm going to extend my arms up and I'm going to hold the opposite elbows. Lift the heart up. Or you can keep your spine long and just maintain. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I release my palms. I push my hips back slightly so that I get a good relaxation to my hip joint first. And then again, I'm going to bend my left knee. Now I'm going to place the block under my left sit bone now. So your left sit bone means, it doesn't mean that closer to the left knee, it means under your sit bones, under your hip. Left palm on the block, right arm reaches over the ear, and you just maintain. Keep sinking your hips down, we stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And push my hips back and take my left knee down as well. I am again into the tabletop position. My left palm is down on the mat. I lift my right arm up. My gaze towards the right palm and I stay. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I slowly take my right arm under the left arm, dropping the right heel down onto the mat. You can choose to keep your left palm on the mat or take your left arm behind and try to grab your right thigh. So what I did, if you didn't understand, from the tabletop, I lift my right arm. I take my right arm under the left arm, drop the right heel down, take the left arm behind and grab the right thigh. And I stay. You have the option to stay in this position or you straighten the left leg to the left side and turn your left shoulder up and we stay. Last 8. I prefer to keep the left knee down. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then I press my left palm on the mat, lift, and I come back into the tabletop position again. From the tabletop position, I'm going to extend the left leg to the left side. Left leg to the left side. So I am into this position. Now from here, I'm going to let my right palm come in line with the right knee. So I am into this position, right palm down, right knee down, left leg is extended, and I'm going to take my left arm over the ear. So I'm into the gate pose. Right palm down, right knee down, left leg straighten, left arm over the ear, and I just stay. Keep the left foot flat. This will help you to get a good side ribcage stretch. And make sure your hips are not moving back. Keep your hips pushed forward. And just stay. Last 8. Last 7. When you take your left arm over the ear, try as if you're trying to touch your left fingertips to the mat. But make sure you do not round your spine like this. Keep your left ribcage lifted. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then I slowly come back into the tabletop position again. So I am into the tabletop position again. This time I'm going to let the right palm stay down. I'm going to lift the left arm up and stay. Right palm down, left arm reaches up. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3, last 2, and then I take my left arm under the right arm. I repeat, from the left arm up, left ear down onto the mat, and then take your right arm behind and grab your left thigh. You have the option to straighten the right leg to the right and lift the right shoulder up and just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And I release my right palm. I press my right palm on the mat. I lift myself up again into the tabletop position. Now from this tabletop position, I'm going to extend the right leg to the right side. So how is it looking like? It is looking like this. My left knee is down, right leg is extended to the right. Now I am going to bring my left palm in line with the left knee and the right foot. Left palm in line with the left knee and the right foot, and push your hips forward. Left palm is under the left shoulder and take your right arm over the ear. Side ribcage stretch and just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then again I come back into the tabletop position. So from the tabletop position, I am going to lift my knees and push the heels back into the down dog. Now from the down dog, I am going to let my knees go apart. So how? My knees are onto the sideline of the mat, my toes are sticking together, and I'm going to push my hips over the heels. So what I'm going into the child pose. So, there is going to be a flow. I press my palms, I tuck my toes, I lift my knees and push the heels into the down dog. From the down dog, I move into the plank first. From the plank, my knees goes apart, knees to the sideline of the mat, toes together, and I push my hips back onto the heels into the child pose. Just 4 more of this. Press the palms, tuck the toes, lift the knees, heels pressing the mat into the down dog. And then move back into the plank. And knees apart, knees on the sideline of the mat, toes sticking together, hips goes over the heels, and you are into child pose. Just 2 more of this. Press the palms, tuck the toes, lift the knees, heels pressing the mat into the down dog. And go back into the plank. From the plank, let the knees go apart. Place it on the sideline of the mat. Toes comes together, hips goes over the heels into the child pose. One last. Press the palms, tuck the toes, lift the knees, heels pressing the mat into the down dog. 2 deep breaths in the down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With the next breath, I start walking my feet front, or you can simply step front. And from there, I use the block. Keep my spine lengthened. That is, keep your back flat. Palms on the block or over the mat. Keep your back flat. Inhale to head up, lengthen. Exhale, keep pressing the palms on the mat or over the block and start bending your elbows. Now make sure you're avoiding rounding of the spine. So this is to keep your spine lengthened. Avoid over roundness of the spine. Do not have any intention to touch the head to the knee. Because the moment we think of touching head to the knee, we create over roundness in our spine. So we maintain this position. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then again I bring my palms down on the mat and I walk my feet back again into the down dog again. Grabbing a deep breath in the down dog, and I bend my right knee, lift the right heel. Left heel is pressing on the mat, right knee is bending, belly is closer to the right thigh, and I just stay. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And I switch the leg. I bend the left knee, press the right heel on the mat. Belly closer to the left thigh, and I maintain. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And I press both the heels down, my gaze towards the front, and I step my right leg front. Right leg to 90, left leg to extending back. Block under the right hip to level the hips. Spine long. I'm going to avoid bringing my elbows down on the mat. I'm going to keep my spine long. I try to sink my hips more onto the left rather than me leaning onto the right. And I just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And I remove the block which was there under my right sit bone. And I'm going to face towards the left side. So my right knee is bending, my right foot is closer to the hip joint, my left leg is extended to the left side. Now from here, I'm going to put my right palm on the mat. First, I'm going to lift the left rib cage and left arm reaches over. Now, I have the intention to bring my both the sit bones on the mat and then get myself a left rib cage stretch. So that's correct. My left leg is extended and I'm taking the left arm over the ear to the other side. And I just stay. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Usually we put the left palm on the left leg and then take the right arm over. It's the other side. Your right palm is on the mat and you're taking the left arm over. Last 2. Last 1. And then I come back to the center. So I started from the right. I brought my right palm down. Now what I'm going to do is, my left leg is still extended, my right knee is still bending, and I'm going to bring my elbows down. Keeping my sit bones grounded on the mat. If you find this position challenging, you put the block and put your elbows on the block. And just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Keep your left foot toes pointing up. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I lift myself up. The right knee, which was bending, and the right foot was close to my left hip joint. I'm going to keep my right knee bent, but I'm going to turn my right foot closer to the right hip. So my right knee is bending, but my right foot is not closer to the hip joint, but it is closer to my right hip now. Now from here, I'm going to turn my torso towards the left leg. And then fold forward. Fold forward. If you find difficulty, you can use the strap and wrap the strap around the left sole of the foot and just maintain. Last 8. Belly closer to the left thigh. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I release myself. I lift, releasing the right leg also. I'm going to bend my left knee this time. So I'm going to go into the pigeon stretch to the other side. Left knee bending, right leg extended back. Block under the left hip to level the hips. My block is quite big. And try pushing the hips more onto the right so that you can level the hips. And maintain the spine lengthen. Stay. Last 8. You can choose to bring your elbows down. I'm not doing it here. I will try to keep my spine lengthened. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I release the block from my left hip. And I bend my left knee and extend the right leg to the right side, right foot toes pointing up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm not putting my right hand on the right shin. I am putting my left palm on the mat to the left side. And then taking the right arm over, so I'm not bringing my left elbow down, I'm maintaining both the sit bones on the mat. Because the moment I try to bring my elbow down, the right hip sit bones can get lifted. So it is up to you. If you can bring your elbow down, maintaining the sit bones, go ahead. We stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then I lift myself up. No change in the leg position, left knee still bending, right leg is still extended. I simply bring my elbows down in the mat. You can walk your hands front and sink yourself down, but try to keep your spine lengthened. Try keeping your sit bones grounded. We stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Stay connected with the breath. Last 5. Yoga is importantly about breathing. Last 4. So connect with the breath. Inhale deeper, exhale deeper. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. I lift myself up. Now my left knee, which was bending, and my left which is closer to the hip joint, I'm going to turn my left foot towards the left hip. So left knee still bending, but my left foot is closer to the left hip. It is not closer to the hip joint. I'm going to turn my torso towards the right leg. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. So one side is always good than another. So this is my weaker side. We stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And I lift myself up. So as I said, I'm going to use the pillow. This is to give myself a good spinal twist. So what I'm going to do, so for example, I'm facing towards this side. Now I'm going to bend my left knee, drop the left knee down. I'm going to bend the right knee, drop the right knee down. So both the knees are bent like this. Now left sole of the foot is closer to the right thigh. Now I'm going to twist back. Bring the pillow closer to my belly. And then, so make sure your left knee is bending, right knee is bending. And then you twist back. And then you bring your belly over the pillow. And just stay. It's a good spinal twist. And just relax. If you do not want to put your belly over the pillow, you can simply put your elbows on the mat. Keeping your left knee bent, keeping your right knee bent. Now, if you want to go further, what you can do is, you're already twisting back. Simply take your right arm under the left armpit and drop your right ear over the pillow and just maintain. So if you're not sure what I did, left knee bending, right knee bending, I twisted back, I dropped my belly, but I thought of going further. So I take my right arm under the left armpit and drop my right ear, right shoulder over the pillow and just maintain the stretch. We just stay. Last 8. last 7, last 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and then I slowly lift myself up. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So I keep the pillow in the same position. It's just that I'm going to bend my right knee, drop the right knee down, bend the left knee, drop the left knee down, right sole of the foot closer to the left thigh, and I twist it back towards the pillow. Now, from here, option 1, simply drop your belly on the pillow. If you want to go further, just take your left arm under the right armpit. Drop your left shoulder, left ear on the pillow and maintain the twist. We just stay. So if you're not sure, I'm going to do it again. Right knee bending, left knee bending, turn back. Take your left arm under the right arm and drop your left ear and left shoulder. Relax. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then I release myself from the position and I lay down on my back. I grab 2 blocks and I bend my knees. I lift the hips and I place 2 blocks under my sit bones. Like this. So 2 blocks under my sit bones and I let my eyes stay closed. If you don't have blocks, you can use the book. Or if you do not have books, you do not have blocks, you can simply put the pillow, 2 pillows or 1 pillow under your sit bones. If the pillow is flat, grab 2 pillows accordingly. You just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now I am going to extend the legs up. So if you do not have blocks, you can still go for extending the legs up. How? You can go into the shoulder stand position. So this is like this, legs up. Lift your back, hold your back and move into the shoulder stand position. So choose the option. If you do not have block, you simply go into the shoulder stand position. We are going to maintain this. Legs up, It's a restorative pose. We maintain. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And bend your knees. Drop your feet down. Lift the sit bones and remove the block. From here, extend the left leg down onto the mat. Bend your right knee and wrap your arms around the right knee. Pull the right knee closer to the chest. We just stay for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and use your left hand to pull the right knee to the left side and let your right shoulder stay on the mat. Look towards the right. Right shoulder staying on the mat. Look towards the right. We just stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then we come back to the center. Straightening the right leg and this time bending the left knee. Grabbing the left knee and pulling the left knee closer to the chest. And stay. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And use your right hand to pull the left knee to the right side. Let your left shoulder stay on the mat. And let your gaze stay to the left or right, whichever way you prefer to look. I prefer to look to the left and stay. Last 8. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. 3. 2. And we release. I turn on to one side, I press the palm, lift myself up. I need to say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for joining me for today's therapy class. Thank you so much.